Let's make this real with numbers. Imagine your benefit is $1,800 a month. A one-time $1,400 payment would cover almost a full month's rent for some people, or a few months of groceries and prescriptions. For someone on SSI with a lower monthly amount, $1,400 could be the difference between falling behind and getting back to even. It could pay past due utilities, cover new eyeglasses, repair a car, or finally schedule a medical appointment you've been putting off. It's not a win-the-lottery moment. It's a breathing room moment. So where does that leave us today? Here's the plain truth. There is growing support for the idea, there is clear data showing why it's needed, and there is a workable path based on past one-time payments. But it takes votes, and votes move when people speak up. If you believe a $1,400 catch-up check would help you or someone you love, the most effective steps are simple. Sign the TSCL petition, contact your House representative and senators, and ask them to support a bill that sends the payment and updates the COLA formula to CPIE. Keep your message short, polite, and specific. Before we close, a quick guardrail. Because you'll see posts and emails pop up, no one can add you to a special list to receive early money. No one needs your bank login, your card PIN, or a fee to process a payment. If anyone asks for that, it's a scam. The Social Security Administration will never charge you to receive your own benefit. Let's wrap this up. A respected group is pushing a one-time $1,400 payment for anyone on Social Security, retirees, SSI, SSDI, as a way to repair years of lost buying power. The math behind it is clear. Prices rose faster than the raise. People on fixed incomes felt it hardest. The delivery system exists. The cost is real, but so is the need. And while Washington argues the checkout line doesn't wait. Now, if you're thinking, wait, hold on, that sounds good, but is it real? First, let's break down the idea itself, and then I'll answer your burning questions on cost, timing, and if it actually has a chance. I'm here to give you straight talk on Social Security and beyond. So let's dig into this. Many on Social Security have watched prices go up for years. Groceries, rent, insurance, copays. Meanwhile, the yearly raise hasn't kept pace. For example, from 2010 to 2023, the average raise was about 1.4% a year, but overall inflation averaged over 2%. In plain English, things cost more every year, but your raise barely covered half of that, so your buying power slowly dropped. Over time, you get to the point where your fixed benefit covers less and less of your life. And that raises the question, what if there was a one-time fix, a way to restore some of the ground you've lost without waiting for an annual raise? This idea has been pushed by a national group called the Senior Citizens League. Their research shows that such a payment would bring relief to 27 million people on Social Security, including retirees, SSI recipients, and those on SSDI. The key detail here is that this would not replace the regular raise. It would simply come in addition to it. Supporters of the plan say it makes sense for two reasons. One, it would help people immediately where they need it, right away, while Washington works on a longer-term solution. Two, it would save people from a snowball effect. People who fall behind on bills are forced to borrow, to put things on credit cards, or dip into savings. Then interest charges and fees pile on. Before you know it, a small shortfall turns into a big financial hole, and it's hard to get out. So the hope is that a catch-up payment could stop that cycle. It could let people breathe a little easier and focus on day-to-day life rather than the constant worry of balancing the books. Now you might be thinking, but aren't there other ways to ease the pinch? Like the CARES Act included stimulus payments. That's a great question, and here's the answer. Yes, but the CARES payments weren't designed for ongoing expenses like rent or medicine. They were meant to help with sudden large expenses like past due bills or replacing lost income. So while the CARES Act provided a lifeline, it didn't tackle the day-to-day pressure of watching the things you need become more expensive each month. Another question you might have is how much would it cost? Well, supporters say about $220 billion. That's the one-time payment to everyone currently receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI. That number includes nearly 27 million people. Here's another question you might have. How would it be delivered? Great question. The answer is the same way your benefit arrives now. Direct deposit, direct express, or paper check. Remember, the Social Security Administration already has the banking information for most beneficiaries. That makes it easy to deliver government payments without creating a new sign-up process. So if you're asking, how would I get it? When would it come? Would it affect my regular payment? The answer is it would be a separate payment. And finally, the question on everyone's mind, does this have a chance of happening? And here's what I can tell you. There is growing support for the idea. There is clear data showing why it's needed, and there is a workable path based on past one-time payments. It takes votes. And votes move when people speak up. If you believe a $2,400 catch-up check would help you or someone you love, the most effective steps are simple. Sign the TSCL petition, contact your House representative and senators, and ask them to support a bill that sends the payment and updates the COLA formula to CPIE. Keep your message short, polite, and specific. Don't use form letters. Mention that you're a constituent and politely ask them to sponsor or support the legislation. If you're wondering, has anything like this ever been done? Yes. Back in 2009, there was a $250 payment to Social Security and SSI recipients. More recently, the government sent economic impact payments during the pandemic, so the machinery to deliver one-time help is already in place. Now, here's a word of caution. No one can add you to a special list to receive early money. No one needs your bank login, your card PIN, or a fee to process a payment. If anyone asks for that, it's a scam. The Social Security Administration will never charge you to receive your own benefit. So here's the bottom line. People on Social Security have watched their buying power shrink over time. A one-time payment could help stop that trend. The cost is high, but so is the need. And while Washington argues, the checkout line doesn't wait. I hope this was helpful. If it was, tap like so more people find it. And subscribe to Spark Insights to stay updated on Social Security and retirement.